even when we had our own places, it sometimes seemed like we lived together, but that still did not prepare us for today.
She keep that pump, that natural beauty, beauty, yeah, yeah. If you could see it from the
Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Deja Vu Travel. So today we're back with another video on just couples, relationships, and things that you should consider before moving in with your significant other. I live with my significant other. We've been living together for
a year and a half.
A year and a half, yeah. Even when we had our own places, it sometimes seemed like we lived together, but that still did not prepare us for today. So if you want to know more about what it's like living with your significant other, at least what it's like for us, stay tuned. Something that you need to consider before moving in with your significant other is the chores. Who's gonna clean what day you're going to clean, how is certain situations going to be handled as far as cleanliness.
You never really know a person until you move in with them, until you get to see them on a day-to-day basis. It's always different from, you know, when y'all weren't living together. It's a lot of different variables and a lot of different things that you have to consider. Especially if you have a kid or a child together, you know, that makes things a little different as well. Whether y'all argued the night before and y'all wake up and you like, I still ain't over that, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be, but you know, it's a very different experience versus you not living with the person, and you know, it's a lot of things that you have to consider, you know, and you never know how clean somebody else is, or you know, what things that they might prioritize in their household versus what you did. You know, your pet peeve might be, I don't go to sleep without having the dishes done. They might not have the same mindset. You know, so I mean, it's just those things that you have to consider, you know, who does what chores, or what do you think that other person's responsibility should be. Like me personally, as I think most guys kind of take over the role, but like my job is, you better not let that trash pile up, because it's your job. You know what I'm saying? Like, you take the trash out, and whether or not you have valet trash or not, whatever the case may be. At our old apartment,
I don't touch the trash.
Don't whatsoever. Don't do it. Not her thing. It's a good idea for y'all to talk about who needs to be responsible for what.
I think number 2 is finances. Who's gonna pay what? Are you splitting your bills evenly down the middle? Are you going to, you know, one just pay the rent, the other pay the utilities? Those are very important things that you, of course, need to discuss. I think that's common sense, but
not everybody.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's a serious thing, because if you go into the living situation with one expectation, and you get there and they're like, hold on, wait.
Yeah.
That's not how it's going down, you know, it can cause serious issues. You may not be living together much longer.
Everything doesn't always go as planned, you know? So, like, say, and I think everybody can relate to this, is like the whole COVID-19 thing, right? So, like, one person might have a steady job, another person may not, you know? So what if that person loses their job? It might be up to that one person to kind of like hold the weight, but
that's why it's really important to get something that you can afford on your own. Someone may lose their job or whatever. Don't go into a living situation thinking, oh, well, we can afford this, you know, because I'm gonna pay half and he's gonna pay half, and you know, my income, whatever, it's good enough to support that with our income together. No, you want to make sure that just one of your incomes can support the rent.
You also have to think logically, because anything can happen. Even though it might not be a weak situation, anything can happen. We might not be able to support the bills, because we might not both have a job at some point, God forbid, but you know, that might be the case. So let's just go over this again. Number 1,
was just basically the chores. Number 2, just making sure that you talk about finances and what you can afford on your own as well as together. Number 3, if you have children, I would say parenting styles, and this is the thing that I think we didn't really discuss. We just know each other as parents, but we didn't really talk about the roles and what we expected, you know, to happen once we moved in together. We had our child very young. We were still in college. We weren't living together at that time. A couple years passed. We move in together and we already had this expectation. But I think that we learned a lot about each other as parents, like once we actually moved in together versus when we were not living together, you know. There was just things that he wasn't used to doing or knowing because he didn't live with us. Like, he's the playful parent. So I think it was also Alani. She had to realize, like, you know, Daddy's coming with some rules. He's coming with some rules. He's not just here to play.
Because I'm like the playful parent, but I'm also like very serious. Like,
no, you're not serious. He's the disciplinary.
Yeah,
but he's
I'll say
also, I'm the just calm, laid back. You know, I don't
she's
really
basically
yell.
like the straight and narrow. Like, she's across the board. Like, you can, you know what to expect from her.
I just want my house clean.
Me, I'm like, I go from being very playful to like, you got me messed. Our daughter knows that, like, I'm like the person that she comes to the play with. She climbs all over me like I'm a jungle gym. Cool, fine, and dandy, but like when she messes up, like, she literally runs from me and goes to her. And you know, you just kind of have to know what role your partner's playing and what their strong suit is, I guess you could say, as far as their parenting style. What's gonna really like suit your household the best, because you all have to, at the end of the day, regardless of what personality you have or, you know, what parenting style you have, you ultimately have to like work as a unit.
Yeah, I agree with that. Really, you should talk about this before you have a child. But definitely, if you're a single parent and you're moving in with someone else, even if it's not the child's father or mother, you should definitely talk about what you expect with this person being around your child.
So always make sure that you're thinking about the best interest of the child, because
yeah, I mean, you definitely don't want to bring any drama into your home, baby mama or baby daddy drama. So you definitely want to, you know, let the other parent know that you're moving in with someone or whatever the case may be. You don't want them coming to pick up the baby and it's like, boom, it's a surprise. Jack is opening the door and
Jack, Jill, whoever up the hill, whatever.
They're like, who this is who got around my baby?
Right.
Yeah, you don't want none of that.
No drama.
When you go into a situation, you want to make sure that you don't want to have a bad vibe in your home. So you just want to make sure that you leave all, if you're a relationship like ours who's had its highs and its lows, when you move into your new place, leave those lows,
leave those demons
outside the front door.
Leave them back there, you know what I'm saying?
To go.
Matter of fact, great point. If you are bringing drama through your front door, bringing drama into your space, you're never gonna really like be happy. You're never gonna be comfortable. You know, that's not a good place. You gotta protect your energy at the end of the day.
We come from experience. We're telling you because we did all the wrong things, and yeah, I don't know how we made it out of that, but we did all,
all the time.
We did all the wrong things. So this is from experience. We are not the perfect couple. If you are here to watch a perfect couple, you are on the wrong channel. We made some mistakes and we don't want you to make those same mistakes. So yeah, these are the things that you should consider before you move in with your significant other, because yeah, we did these things. We had drama.
It's called trial and error.
Yes.
Very bad error. Very bad area. But no, but like on a serious note, I mean, that was great. That was great advice. I mean, I feel like we really went through a lot of trials and tribulations, ups and downs, whatever the case may be. So take it from us. You can take it or leave it. It's up to y'all. But like for real, you know, listen to what we're saying. And we're not experts by any means, but we do know what does and does not work, for us at least. So, you know, take that.
Everybody kind of thinks about, oh, I'm gonna go move in with my significant other, we gonna split these bills. Did you think about who was gonna take out the trash?
Who gonna take out the trash? Who gonna cook tonight? Who gonna clean tonight?
Did you think about what you were gonna do if one of you lost your job? Who was gonna pay the bill?
Oh, that's a big one.
Are they okay with picking up?
Who gonna help Junior with their homework? All these things you gotta think about.
Yeah. So, again, if you haven't already, please subscribe, like, comment. Tell us what you think. If there's anything that we left out, feel free to mention it in the comments. This is just very brief. These are just a couple of things. We could go on and on. If you want another video more in depth about, you know, what to expect once you move in or before moving in, yeah, just comment below. All right, bye.